Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on, I do what? No, what am I? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm losing my mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Haha! Well, that's going to have to go, isn't it? I like these little pulls. That's a pity. It couldn't have been one lower, could it? I could block it off, I suppose. No, it's going to have to go. Right. What was I saying? I was saying something before I started counting torches. I swear I was. Talking about something vastly important. Life or death, it really was. Oh yeah, if I could get the housing. I think it's because of the pad, isn't it? They can't get the pad to work, to fit into a small housing. And because there's a lot of games that require the pads to actually work, then they can't do it. Which is a bummer because I literally have no games that need the pad to work. None. None whatsoever. So I don't care. I want it! You go to... did that fill up? Yeah, it did. You go to modding sites and they go, mod your controller. Choose your mod and different colour housing and different paint job. And then modding, colouring my gamepad. So, yeah. It's really weird. A PlayStation man, born and bred PlayStation man, prefers the Xbox One controller to the PlayStation controller. It's a sin. It really is. I remember that friend who stole my Suikoden game. He was a massive Xbox fan. We used to argue all the time. And he used to say, well, the Xbox was more powerful than the PlayStation 2. I said, yes, but that's because the Xbox came out, was it 2 years after the PlayStation 2? It's a bit unfair. And he says, oh, well, the Xbox 360 is more powerful than the PS3. No, it's not. Even though the PlayStation 3, it did come out, was it a year after the Xbox 360? It is more powerful than the Xbox. It is a better console than the Xbox 360. And one day he calls me to his house and he's like, look at this. And he shows me a picture and he goes, right, which one's the most realistic? And it's basically a picture of Oblivion. Is it Oblivion? No, Skyrim. And which one is the more realistic? And I said, this one. He goes, what do you mean that one? I said, this one. This one's more realistic than that one. Oh. Why? What are they? I said, I know they're pictures of Skyrim, but what about it? And he goes, oh, that one's PS3 and that one's Xbox. I was like, oh. And? So the one I picked as more realistic was the PS3 one. That kind of irritated him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, what a bastard. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, for crying out loud. 2, 4, 5, 6. Where are we? 2427. Shit me sideways. We need to go a long way. I'm just going to run. Sorry, I'll light it up afterwards. I can't talk and count at the same time. So, yes. And now the Xbox One and the PS4, and the PS4 is more powerful than the Xbox One. It doesn't, for me, it doesn't really matter to a point. I think where it, for me, I think where it got irritating was when, for instance, GTA 4 came out. GTA 4 and Final Fantasy 12. GTA 4, they promised shit now, all of this stuff. They promised buildings you can go in. They promised so much that you could do in this game. But it was a PlayStation only, PlayStation 3 only. And Microsoft gave Rockstar bundles of cash. I mean, bundles and bundles and bundles and bundles of cash to make it a Xbox game as well. And because to do that, they had to remove all of... Wowza, that's it. Oh no, it's a... I thought that was a cavern then, it's just a staircase. And then to make it Xbox, they had to take everything out. Because the Xbox couldn't run it as it was. Because the PlayStation 3 could. And they did the same thing with Final Fantasy 12. And I think that irritated me so much. I think things like that is the problem. I keep counting while talking, it's really irritating. When it has to have an impact on the consumer, on the people who are looking forward to these games, the fact that they can't play nicely. Microsoft can't just say, well, it's a PlayStation exclusive, therefore it's a PlayStation exclusive, never mind. Or Rockstar can't go, well, we're not dumbing the game down. What we're going to do is it has to be on 9 discs for the Xbox. We can't just say, oh no, it has to seem like they're equal, so we have to dumb one down. What did Capcom say? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I was right. What did Capcom say about Dino Crisis 3? Why did Dino Crisis 3 only come out on the Xbox? What did they say? We're not going to release it on the PlayStation 2 because we'd have to dumb it down. Because the Xbox is more powerful than the PS2. And we think that doing that is an insult to our fan base. Yet then they do the same thing with GTA 4, and then Rockstar do the same thing with GTA 4, and then Square Enix do the same thing for Final Fantasy 12. Because Microsoft have more money. And that pisses me off. It's the double standards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, lava. Better go like this up. Ooh, diamond. Dead end. Let's see what we have here. Gold. Another dead end by the looks of it. And up here we have dead end. Right. I might grab a shit ton of stone and get the ores and fill this in. Just to, because it's, yeah, I'll leave that there for the moment. Question is, bollocks! Ugh, idiot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. this every single time. Where am I? 2517. Only another 200 blocks. Let's just get running. So yeah, if you know what if you can see what I mean, it's this. Oh shit, me sideways. What am I doing? It's in my hand. Oh, more diamond. Oh, leave it there for a moment. That's a weird little place, isn't it? So yeah, that's when the console wars kind of start to get irksome. When I didn't have the money to buy both. I actually owned an Xbox originally because I wanted to play. Oh shit! I wanted to play Halo 2. I played Halo on the PC, and I wanted to play Halo 2. So a friend of mine said, "Oh, I've got an Xbox." Funnily enough, thinking about it, it's the exact same fucking friend that I just bought. Have I run out of torches? Fucking run out of torches. The exact same friend I literally just bought my Xbox off this time around as well. He goes, "Oh, I'm just getting rid of it." He said, "I don't want it anymore." He says, "So do you want it?" Yeah, go on then. So I played Halo 2, hated it, and then sold the Xbox. Because there was no other game really I wanted because I couldn't afford to get. I forgot about Dino Crisis 3 actually at the time. Otherwise I'd have probably got that. Is this a dead end? It is. This is a teeny weeny little dead end. Tons of little dead ends. With one piece. You skingy little bar steward. Eh? Can't leave that hole. It'll bug me. Knowing that there's an air block behind there. Wow, this was ruinous. Dinky as hell. Not neat. I would get all this bloody granite out. I do like the granite and the andesite. I think. Oh, bollocks! I actually need. I just covered up what I actually need. I like the granite and the andesite and the. My favourite is the diorite. But I found that once you start mining it out, for instance, I used diorite to build my tree farm bases. Once you start mining out a piece of diorite, that'll then hit some granite. That'll then hit some andesite. That'll hit a bit of gold or a bit of iron or a bit of coal. Then that'll hit more diorite. Then that'll hit more. So by the time you think, oh, just dig this out and fill it in with some stone, and then you're left with a giant cavern underneath your staircase. I learned that lesson, so you don't go into these things half-hearted. Right, I'm going to hit this staircase. I'm going to hit this where I'm aiming for, and then I'm going to end it for the moment for this trip. And then I'm going to edit these together and upload them. My uploading has been a little sketchy as of late because of my personal leave. My dad's been in hospital since November. I'm currently filming this on the last day of March. He has dementia and he needs a care home, and there are no care homes available. And I've been having to sort everything out. The place where he lived evicted him because they're assholes. So I've been sorting everything out, and I've been try to get care homes sorted and doctors and nurses and everything and meetings and whatnots. And so life has been kicking me in the balls as of late. Anyway, so yeah, that's why my uploading has been sketchy. It wasn't great before, so I'm not using it as a full excuse. I suck. I'm a lazy fucker. But that's why it has been ridiculously abysmal lately. I did the fishing with Red Dove, and there's 10 episodes. I literally had them sat here, and I just didn't upload them. And you get home and you just think, pizza, go away, life, I hate you, and you hate me. And that's why I went from 17 to 20 stone, which I have to lose, because my knees and my back hurt, because I'm an idiot. So yeah, I'm going to get all that sorted. Uh, so I will try my best to become more regular in my uploads. But I'm not promising anything. I think I've been recording for about an hour and a half now, so that'll give me 4 episodes of this. So once I film this, once this is up, I'll actually upload this, and then so it's the pengy. I think there's 6 episodes of the pengy fishing to go up. Then it'll be the first episode of this, and then if I can get all the Red Dot tomorrow, we're supposed to be recording more episodes tomorrow, but getting all to him is a tricky business. 2759, so 996. Yeah, getting on him is a tricky business, so hope we will be recording them all tomorrow. If not, it'll be the next week, but it doesn't matter. I mean, a week is a week. So hold yourselves close and think of life. And there will be episodes sooner or later. Let's see. Ooh, coded. 290. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we are. Nope, that's 7. That doesn't make any difference. So we need to go. Oh, bollocks. Which way do we need to go? This way. Basically, this way. So that way, if I just dig in a straight line this way, I will hit my original tunnel back at my village. I want to sort of tie the two together anyway. But the problem is, it's my village is X coordinate is -40. I literally have to go 7,600 blocks in this direction. Good God. What I might do for the next time is play on the server for a little. I won't do anything in the here. What I might do before the next recording is literally just walk back and grab a load of that. Grab a load of that stained clay, and then come back. I can grab a shit ton of roses and stuff that I'll need to dye it. So that'll be a plus. Oh, good lord! I'll get a shit ton of. I'll get a shit ton. Why? Finish that thought first. I'll get a shit ton of stone from it, at least. I mean, crap tons of stone. Building this tunnel. I get more stone than I'll actually need to build the haunted house, because I'm thinking of. I mean, what a mix. I'm going to use stone bricks, cracked stone bricks, obviously, for the fallen down sections. Mossy. So I'll have to get shit. I'll have to find a swamp. Is that a creeper in the road? It is, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, what a prick! What a cheeky little prick! I took a screenshot. Whoop. Don't you dare! Oh, you cheeky motherfuckers! And why is it when you sprint towards them now, it doesn't actually push them back anymore? Yes. I'll get a. Yeah, I think stone brick. Stone. So maybe some smooth diorite, or maybe andesite would be better to mix with the stone. And then cracked stone and mossy stone for the more decrepit part of the house. But to get the mossy stone, I will have to Oh crap! I'll need some vines. Now on this server, bear in mind, I literally have been 20,000 blocks in a giant circle before I had to recreate the map. I went 20,000 blocks in a giant circle and didn't find one jungle forest, not one. I found every other type of biome on this map except for the jungle. So I'll have to get a swamp to get the vines. But if I can get them to grow, I can get them to grow in anything, can't you? So for instance, if I built this, if I tunneled this out next time for a 5-5, and then put the moss on the top of each side of the wall all the way going down, it would grow, and then I could harvest 4 blocks of the moss along the entire tunnel. So I would get plenty of moss, plenty. I think that would be worth trying. Now I know where there's 2 forests from locations on the server before. They're a bit of a trek away, but I should be able to go and get them. So that shouldn't be too much. So I don't know whether or not to do it, sort of make a journey of it next time we start recording. Go and get the moss and the clay, sort of on camera. I would like to do as much on camera as possible. I don't want to suddenly, next episode, oh, I've got all this stuff, let's start building. I would like to play it properly through. Which is why I'm doing this project with you lovely people, because this project I know that I can actually do, as it's a separate project. I don't have to worry about playing on my own. I can still play on my own and still have plenty to do in my village, and then when it comes to recording for you lovely peoples, I can just come back and do this. So I don't have to stop not play on my server when I'm not recording. So yeah, so that's a happy little thing. Yes, so I'll leave it there for the moment. I'll edit this together before I go to beddy buys. I hope you enjoyed. If you have listened to my lovely dulcet tones, then thank you. If you've just watched the is that a thing? If you've just watched the I can't see shit. If you've just watched the no commentary version, there you won't hear me say thank you for watching. So never mind. You'll probably wonder what the hell I'm doing. You'll probably wonder what the hell I'm doing quite a lot. You'll be like, what's he doing? Because I'm talking and I'm gesturing whilst I'm talking. And I will see you again, Desu.